Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my book unhaul. I believe this is my first book unhaul on this channel. If it is not, I will link the other ones down below in the description box. But at this point, I don't think I've done a book unhaul before. I am not sure. But yeah, I've always unhauled books. I've just never shown them on camera. But today I have this huge bag that I reserved. I actually prepared this bag a few weeks back, but I never gave it in to the library that I'm donating it to because I just didn't have time to film this video. But now that I have time, I really want to film this quickly so that I can get this bag out of the way, bring it to the library so that they can process the books, because it takes quite a while for the books to be processed. But yeah, I usually donate to a thrift store, but as there are no thrift stores around me and I usually have to go upstate for them, I'm just gonna donate them to my library, and I've done that before and they were okay with it, so yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So this is a combination of a few books that I didn't really enjoy, but also some books that I don't see myself reading in the near future, and I just really want to give them to another reader who might be more interested than I. And some of these books, disclaimer, were sent by publishers, so I know people get a little bit iffy when you receive a book and you give it away. Like, let's say you give it away to someone. I mean, of course, I'm very grateful for these publishers and authors for sending me their books, but sometimes I either have double copies of the book because I bought it myself, or I just don't see myself that interested, and I think another reader will be a lot more interested in picking the book up. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go through the pile. Okay, I just picked up a nice stack of books here. We're gonna go one by one, and I'll try to do like a little premise on why I'm not keeping it. The first one is The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. I actually have 2 copies of this because my sister and I both bought copies to read for our English class. So I'm giving away one of them because, like, I don't need to, even though it looks nice on my shelf. Oops. Oh my god. The second one is Dark Breaks the Dawn by Sara B. Larson. I received this in a book subscription box, but never really was interested in reading the book. I don't know. I've always like started this one. I started this one a little bit and I didn't really enjoy the writing style. So once again, I really don't have time to read all of these books, and I'm not going to be selfish and keep them on my shelf. Next one is Never Apart by Romily Bernard. I received this from Untitled Publishing. Like I said, I read the synopsis. I'm not really that interested, so this one's going. Okay, next one is Strange Fire by Tommy Wallach. I received this from Simon & Schuster, but there was a lot of like problems like this author has had like in the past, a lot of like really problematic things, and I've just heard a lot of bad things about it, so I just don't want to kind of touch it. So I'm just going to give it to the library because I have no interest in reading it. Let's see. And then I have 27 Hours by Tristina, Wright. This one also had a lot of mixed reviews, and I was honestly really looking forward to it. Like, I did get an ARC from BookCon that's signed to me, so that's why I'm giving away this copy. I received this from Untitled Publishing as well, so I will be giving this one to the library and keeping my ARC in case I ever want to read it, but at this moment in time, I don't see myself reading it. Okay, next book, Stay With Me by Jennifer L Armentrout. This book might be a surprising one to see on here since I am a huge Jennifer L Armentrout fan, and I have a collection of her books, but this one I just didn't really enjoy, and I don't see myself keeping it or ever reading it again. And I know you'd be like, oh, well, you can just keep it on your shelf for the collection, but I just really don't like having books on my shelf that I didn't really enjoy because it just makes me feel bad, and when someone asks me about it, you know, I just think another reader would really enjoy this, so I'm giving it to the library. Next one is What Light by J. Asher, another book sent to me by Penguin Teen. I read 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. I really liked it. I just don't really, I'm not drawn to the synopsis of this book, which is why I'm giving it. And I think a lot of people would enjoy this, especially a lot of YA readers since they recognize the name. Next one is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. Wowzers, like, this book has been on my shelf for 3 years. I think it's finally time to go because I've just never read it, and I'm not inclined to pick it up anytime soon, so I'm gonna give it away. And the next book I have is The Accidence Season by Moira Fowley Doyle. I actually did read this book and I just really didn't like it. Yeah, it was a really hyped book when it came out, and I read it and I just didn't really enjoy it, which is why I just want to get rid of it. Wow, now that I think about it, a lot of these books were sent by authors and publishers. So this one is Famous in Love by Rebecca Serle. I received this from the novel, but I am not that interested in reading it. I just was never interested in the first place, but I received it unsolicited. So I'm just gonna give it away. The next book is The Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hesse, another book that I received in a package from the novel, which I'm not that interested in reading. And it came out a while ago, so where do I put these books? I'm just gonna put them right here. It's pretty dusty. Next one is Amid Stars and Darkness by Chani, Lynn, Feener. I did receive an ARC of this earlier, so I'm just gonna read that if I ever feel like I'm interested. And I am interested in this book, but I just don't feel like I need a hard copy when someone else could be enjoying it. So yeah, and it's a really pretty copy too, so like, why not? I mean, it's nice to have it on my shelf, but of course I don't have enough room for all these books anyway, so I have to kind of get rid of some. Next one is A History of the Girl Next Door. This is actually going to my friend, so I'm not really giving it away to the library, but this is by Reck, and I am just not, once again, not interested in this. And I just haven't heard much about it, so maybe that will change, but as of now, my friend's gonna take it. Next one is 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnson. This one I was really interested in because of the Wrath and Dawn. I bought this right after the Wrath and Dawn when I enjoyed it, and I really, really loved it. But as of now, I don't see myself reading it. It's been on my shelf for 2 years. I just don't really see the point in keeping it anymore if it's a perfectly fine, like, hardcover copy, and it's so beautiful, so, you know, just give it away. The next book that I have here is The Assassin's Heart by Sara Ahiers. This one I bought, and I was so excited for this one when I first got it, but yet I'm never inclined to pick it up. Like, even now I really just don't feel like I want to read it, so I'm just gonna give this one away. This is one of the really minority of like books that I bought but don't want anymore. Most of these were sent to me and I never really had interest in them in the first place, but this one I bought because I was interested, so pretty weird, but it's been on my shelf for 2 years now, so gotta get rid of it. Next one is The Hidden Memory of Objects by Daniel Mages Moto. This one I received from a subscription box, and just another reason that I'm just not interested. Okay, next book is Somebody's Baby by Lurlene McDaniel. I received this one. It sounds like something I would read, but at this point I don't see myself reading it. It could change. Maybe if I do see myself reading it in the future, I'll pick it up again from the library or buy it again, but at this point I don't really see myself reading it. And then last book is Someone Else's Summer by Rachel Bateman. My friend, we both got this at BookCon, and she actually read it and said she really enjoyed it. And this premise has the same premise as kind of Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson, and I really enjoyed that book, but I don't read contemporary as often as I would hope I do, so I'm just gonna put this in the little bag for now, and maybe if I change my mind I'll re-borrow it again. So, but yeah guys, those are all the books that I am donating to the library. That's my unhaul. I'm trying to do an unhaul before the end of the year because I want to start the new year with clean bookshelves and just books that motivate me to read and just make me want to finish all the books on my shelf. So yeah, I hope you guys aren't mad with some of my choices. I know some of these might be favorites. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!